I want to read to you a story written by a hospice physician from Denver, Colorado. He's writing about an experience that he had, and I quote, he says, "I was driving home from a meeting this evening about 5, stuck in traffic on Colorado Boulevard, and the car started to choke and sputter and die. I barely managed to coast into a gas station, glad only that I would not be blocking traffic and would have a somewhat warm spot to wait for the tow truck. It wouldn't even turn over." He said, "Before I could make the call, I saw a woman walking out of the Quickie Mart building, and it looked like she slipped on some ice and fell into a gas pump. So I got out to see if she was okay. When I got there, it looked more like she had been overcome by sobs than that she had fallen. She was a young woman who looked really tired with dark circles under her eyes. She dropped something as I helped her up. I picked it up and gave it to her. It was a nickel. At that moment, everything came into focus for me. The crying woman, the ancient suburban cram full of stuff with 3 kids in the back, 1 in a car seat, and the gas pump reading $4.95. I asked her if she was okay and if she needed help. And she just kept saying, "I don't want my kids to see me crying." And so we stood at the other side of the pump from her car. She said she was driving to California and that things were very hard for her right now. So I asked her, "And were you praying?" That made her step back just for a moment. But I assured her I was not some crazy person, and I said, "God heard you. He sent me." I took out my credit card and swiped it through the card reader at the pump so she could fill her car up completely. And while it was fueling up, I walked next door to the McDonald's and bought 2 big bags of food, some gift certificates for more, and a big cup of coffee. She gave the food to the kids in the car who attacked it like wolves, and we stood by the pump eating fries and continued to talk. She told me her name and that she lived in Kansas City. Her boyfriend had left her 2 months ago. She'd not been able to make ends meet. She knew she didn't have the money to pay rent on January the 1st, and finally, in desperation, she called her parents, with whom she had not spoken to for 5 years. They lived in California, and they told her she could come and live with them and try to get her feet back there. So she packed up everything she owned in the car, and she took the kids, and they were headed to California for Christmas, but they were not planning to live there. I gave her my gloves, a little hug, and said a quick prayer for her for safety on the road. And as I was walking to my car, she yelled at me, "So are you like an angel or something?" He said, "This definitely made me cry." And I responded with, "Sweetie, at this time of year, angels are really busy, so sometimes God uses regular people." He said, "Of course, you guessed it. When I got to my car, it started right away and got me home with no problem." He concludes by saying, "I'll put it in the shop tomorrow to check, but I suspect the mechanic won't find anything wrong." Do you get what I'm trying to say? Real faith is demonstrated by works.